hello, 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 hello. That sounded like a very weak hello. A do-over hello is what is needed, but sounded tired. That's probably because I am very tired. Some days are tired. Tiredest, tired. And some days are extremely tired. So, take your pick. But learning and loving and growing, that's what's happening. I'm trying to figure out how to do everything I can. You post stuff and it goes nowhere. You do other, websites and they go nowhere. And then you start making traction on something and it then goes nowhere. And so then you hire someone to help you that doesn't help you. And then you try again doing something else. And then you try again. And then you try again. And you try again. And then you try again. Well, it's hard because you get lost in the shuffle of what thing to try, who to get to help you, who is truly going to help you, and then you just go back to doing what you do. Well, I can tell you, I've tried it all. I've done all of the different things. I've done some of the things that I probably should have done. I've done none of the things. All of the things depends on the day, I suppose. All I can tell you is I want to do everything I can to help my son. And so I have to stop worrying about the fact that no matter what I try or what I do or what I say or anything else, that nothing I post on anything I post on anywhere is going to go anywhere. So once I kind of get that out of my head or in my head or around my thoughts and just let it be, then it's okay. And I have to just figure out what else to do. I want to give my son the world. I want to give him every possible thing. He, it's hard for him. Today was a good day, but it was also extremely hard. Any and all breaks out of school are hard, no matter what the reason is. And he doesn't really understand holidays yet. This is the first year he's been very excited about seeing Santa Claus. He's been extremely excited about seeing Santa Claus. And so that's kind of what I have to hold on to, is like, truly, nothing else really matters. The things that matter is that my son is happy and that I can work with him and find ways to help him grow and help him be active and, appreciate society, life, his, just everything. Just all of the things. And so I'm trying to kind of work on that instead of worrying about what's, taking off, the trends, the algorithms that I'll never figure out or break. And just working on the me, the we, the us, and continuing to do what I love, and that's paint with my son. So that's where I'm stuck, and it's hard because I keep trying, and I keep trying, and I keep trying, and I keep thinking, today's the day that I'm gonna figure out how to beat the algorithm. I'm gonna say the right trigger words. I'm gonna paint the right painting. I'm gonna write the right title. I'm gonna do it. And, I don't know. It's sad that we are like in a point where, it's so amazing because we have so many opportunities to be able to share our artwork and share our story and share. But if people aren't able to find it or listen to it or just any of the things, how do you get the word out there? How do you try to share something when all you do is share stuff and nothing gets found? I don't know. I don't have any answers. I'm just rambling. I truly don't have any answers. So I'm kind of stuck. Again, trying to focus and figure it out and be more productive in other ways. My goal right now is to move from the house we're living in. We could move, soon. But my goal is to give my son something that he's 11, but I want to give him something that in years from now, he'll be able to have a job. He'll be able to have, a life where he can do what he wants to do and find the things that he wants to do. So I have been plotting and planning to try to find land, lots of land, extra land, more land, something. And it's hard because right now, all the prices and, people aren't wanting to part with stuff because, everything's in just a mountain of flux. I don't know why I'm worried so much about these leaves, as I like to say, because most likely that's all going to be covered at some point. It's okay. I'm concentrating on detail. I'm trying to not rush through as much and do the stories, do the lines, do the things. And I really need to get a paintbrush holder or find mine. I never generally use them because I am always painting generally with one paintbrush. And so now here I am painting with multiple ones. So, that's a whole different story. I had something in mind as to what I was doing here with all of this, and it just keeps changing as I'm going on. Alexa, stop. I forgot she was on. And generally she doesn't listen to me anyways when I say stop. My favorite was when she always says she doesn't know what's going on. I don't know that, is what she tells me. So, anyways, so if anyone knows how to truly break break the algorithms down, that would be amazing. Because, it's like on all of the social media things. It's not just one platform that I seem to be not figuring out or not able to break into. And I always like the people that say, use these trending codes or songs or something. And I'm like, I have, or I want to, or that's what that sound is. You gotta really either luck into something, know something that I don't, or just figure it out without any real assistance. But I want to sell my art. I want to sell my art. I want to sell my art. That's what I want to do. I want to sell my art so that I can buy a piece of property bigger than I can afford so that I can put a barn or something on it that my son can learn how to, I don't know, take care of animals or set it up for weddings or have, I don't know. He's 11 and he is technically classified as severe on the spectrum, moderate to severe. They've changed it over time, but that's what he was classified as. And so he has made incredible strides. He talks and he says things in all kinds of languages, and now his new thing is when somebody starts talking to him, if he doesn't want to, especially when he doesn't want to particularly listen, he tells them to talk to him in Espanol. So I honestly could not even begin to imagine how many languages he knows or comprehends. I really just couldn't even imagine. But it's interesting when he just starts belting out information in other languages that I have no clue about. And he can't tell me. He cannot tell me. He knows what he knows in certain languages, but he can't tell me. But I feel like one day soon, and I'm thinking, soon as in year, 2 years, tomorrow, whenever. Just, I don't give it time frames anymore. Today was a hard day. Today was kind of an emotional day for me because we weren't going to do anything, and then the weather was supposed to be a little bit warmer, so we were going to go to a park with my mom. We're going to get lunch and then go. And it's hard when he knows we're going to do something with my mom because he has preset determinations and expectations. So that's kind of a hard thing for him because he wants to do stuff, but when he has something in his mind, he then, it spirals. I was about to do one thing and I changed my mind. I'm going to try something. Let's see if I'm thinking I don't want to do that. So he was supposed to go, we were supposed to go get my mom. He said she would drive the car, which I should have ended up driving. That probably would have made it a little bit easier on him, because he has expectations. He has expectations when I'm in the car, when I drive, but when she's driving, he thinks that they're gonna go lots of places. And so they were not, because we were gonna go get something to eat and then go to this park. Ended up not being as warm as we thought, so we were gonna end up eating and then go do something else. But either way, he knew what we were gonna do, and then he got very upset because that did not fall into what he wanted to happen. Even though he knew it from the minute we left our house to go get my mom, he knew what we were doing, but that was still too much for him to think about and to deal with. So we went and we got to my mom's, and then we went and we got lunch, and he just got so upset. He just couldn't handle it. He had a huge meltdown in the car. And, you know, it's just sad, because you think you're going to have fun. You're going for your child. You're doing something for them. And it's just one meltdown after another over something that, I never in 1,000 years imagined that me literally turning right instead of turning left would cause my son incredible grief and meltdowns and just destroy his moment in time. I never could have even imagined that this would be something that we would need to work through or deal with. I can't even explain how driving is incredibly hard on him, driving anywhere. And you know, like, we think about taking him to, you know, see different aquariums, or to go just on any little like beach type adventure or water type thing or something, and we can't even go 5 miles, literally, it's more like 2 miles, without him having a complete meltdown and screaming the whole time. And it just breaks my heart, because I want to give him something, and his expectations of what we're doing are completely and totally different than our expectations. And you think, you know, you're doing something for him, for what is supposed to possibly be, you know, a fun afternoon. And here instead, it is causing incredible amounts of stress for my child, for us, for, you know, every bit of what's going on. And that's hard. That in itself is also hard. These are kind of out in the, like, I don't know, they're feel a little like they are something. So I'm just gonna just add a little color right there to not take them away, but just change it just a hair. They just feel, they feel like they're the right color, shape, size, something, but they just don't feel like they were, I don't know, meant to be there. So we're just do what we do. If something doesn't go with the flow, you keep going and change the flow. So he then went back with my mom to her house for a little while so he could play. He loves playing on her computer. Ours is broken right now. He has a tablet. In fact, he has a couple tablets because all varying stages of age. But his computer is broken, and so I need to get it fixed. But that is one other thing that adds to stress for him, is not having the things that he likes. So back to, I want to break the algorithm to find ways to sell my art. Oh, I need to, it's one of those things that I need to work smarter than harder, and I seem to be working the opposite, whatever it is that I should be doing. So I can't decide if I want to add any more. I feel like I need something else, but I can't really decide where it would go. I feel like maybe if I just put something. See, sometimes if you can't figure out what you want to do, then you just let it be. I feel like I need something in here, though. And that color is almost too close to that color. And there is a blob that's gonna mess me up. Let's see if I can. It's just a little blob of paint. There, I got it. Sometimes. Sometimes the paint gets very thick. And it just doesn't. There, now it's more like that one. And I can just kind of put some lines in here. And do that. And put a little bit of green. And a little more green on this one. Maybe I need. This is like the start of that one, but I think maybe I need this a little rougher. Like how that one's starting. I think I was happier without it being there. Shall we take it off? See, this is what always happens, because then I want to put a third one right here. I'm telling you, this is what always happens. So now we put one right here, which does not really make sense. I should have left it, but it just then looked out of place. This is what happens when you start adding. So, and now it kind of looks like they're, I don't know, going into each other, I suppose. More of a vine, maybe. That's what we're gonna do, is kind of add it like that, and that'll help it explain it, I suppose. There. Okay. It's kind of out of place, but okay, in place, something like that. So I always do O for Owen, and then L and B. So when Owen and I got home, he after we went to my mom's, we had an appointment. He goes to vision therapy, and so he did really pretty well with that. And then we came home, and he told me he was sorry that he got upset with Grandma and going places. So, we understand. But it's always good when he's learning about emotions and able to share that, he understood and he gets it. So I'm glad that he was able to look back over the day and understand that he got upset and knows that what we had planned was not what happened. So I'm thankful that he's starting to make those connections and that things are coming together for him. Okay. I think I'm done. I think I'm done. Until I decide that there's something else. So I'm going to put my brush down. Now this is going to dry a little bit differently, and that's going to dry a little bit differently. So I'm just going to hold on to that. So, all right. Well, thank you for watching and being a part of my, I guess, complain therapy. I'm not sure which, but I appreciate you being here on our day. Have a great rest of yours. Toodles.